Today we're going to work on rounding to the nearest tens and hundreds place. But first we need to remind ourselves what place value is so that we can round properly. Place value is the position of a digit in a number. So if we have these three positions, what is this first position, Catherine? What is the first position in a number? The ones place. And what comes after the ones place?
The tens.
The tens place. And after the tens place?
The 100s.
The hundreds place. Okay, Catherine, give me a number that falls in the ones position.
3.
3. And the tens position?
20.
Okay, so we'll put a 2 for 20. And what about the hundreds position?
1.
A 1. Okay, so now that we understand what place value is, and we have a number here, we're going to discuss rounding to the tens place and the hundreds place. And then we're going to round this number once we understand how to round them. Okay? So rounding to the nearest tens place. If a number is 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, we round down. To the nearest 10 down. If a number is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, we round up. The place value. So if we have 123, and we're focusing on rounding to the nearest tens place, which means we have 23. We look to the ones place to see if we go up or down. So if we remember what we have right here, do we round 23 down to 20 or up to 30? We're focusing on this number. Is this
Down.
we go down to what?
To 0.
We go down, yeah, we make this a 0, and we keep the 2, right? So we get 20. So in our number of 123, we would make it 120. Okay. So if we were rounding to the nearest hundreds place, we would go down if the number was 10, 20, 30, or 40. We would round down. And if the number was 50, 60, 70, 80, or 90, we would round up the place value. So again, with our number 123, now we're looking to the right of the hundreds place, which is now the tens place, to see if we're going to round up or down. So if we have 123, we're focusing on our tens place, is 20, which is what our 2 is, right? Is that bigger or smaller than 5?
Big.
2 is bigger than 5? Smaller. It's smaller than 5. So do we round up or down?
Down.
Down. To what?
2.
If we're talking about rounding to the nearest hundreds place, round down to 100. sound right? Work on our worksheet. This is our worksheet we're going to do to discuss what we discussed when we were talking about place value and rounding to the nearest tens and hundreds. The directions say, mark the given number below with a dot on the number line. Using your styrofoam cups, round to the nearest tens or hundreds place. So if you're supposed to find number 7 on the number line and determine the nearest tens place using your cups, where would you put the 7? Where'd you put your dot for 7? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Now using your cups, find your 7. And okay, now spin it to 0 to see how close you are. And remember to count. How many times did it take you to get to 0 that way?
6.
Okay, now spin it the other direction. 3 times. So is it closer to go to 10? Yes. Okay. So right here where it says nearest tens, put 10. Perfect. Now we have find 13. So we'll need our next set of cups to find 13. So find 13, but first we're supposed to find it on our number line. So find 13 on our number line. I'm going to start with 10. Put it right there. Perfect. Now use your cup and find 13 with your cups. You have it? And count up to 20 and see how. Took 7 times to go to 20. Okay, now go back to 13. See how many times it takes to go to 10. Is it perfect? So, are we closer to 10 or 20?
10.
Perfect. So on your nearest tens, that's your answer. Wonderful. Now find 15 on your number line. Use your number line first. You're finding it on your number line. Where's 15? Perfect. Now use your cups to make 15. How many times did it take to go one direction?
To go down.
6 to go down? And how many to go up?
5.
Okay, so do we go up or down? Did it take us further to get to 10? It took us 6 to go to 10 and 5 to go to 20. So which one's closer? Be confident in your answer, you're right. Okay. Now you're finding 19 on your number line. Where's 19 on your number line? Perfect. Now find it on your cups. And go to 20. See how long it takes you to get to 20?
1.
1. So that has to be the right answer, right? Now we're going to use our hundreds position. So hold that open. Put those in there. And now we're finding 120 on our number line. You gotta find it on your number line too, sweetie. in increments of 10 still.
What?
That would be 110. There you go. Now you're spinning your blue numbers because now we're rounding to the nearest 100. How many does it take you to go down?
Two.
Okay.
Eight.
Okay. So is it easier? Is it closer to go up or down?
Down.
Okay. So if we were going down from 120, we would go to 100. We go to 100 or 200. Look on our number line.
100.
Okay. And we have a couple more. So find 260 on the number line and then determine your nearest hundredth place using your cups. Perfect. Now, if you spin your cups, is it easier to go? Is it closer to go up or down?
Up.
It's closer to go up. You're right. So, what would our nearest hundreds be? If we're at 260, what are we closer to? 200 or 300?
300.
Perfect. So write that in your nearest hundreds. Okay, now you're finding 5. So for number 7, you have 590. So mark that spot. Mark that spot. Okay. Now using your cups, decide if it's closer to 500 or 600. It's closer to 600, okay? So in your nearest hundreds spot, right, 600. Perfect. Now find 750 on the number line and determine the nearest hundredths place using your cups. So where is 750? You gotta find it on your number line too, sweetie. Okay, now is it closer to 700 or 800? Yeah. Nearest hundredths